Today, we're taking you on a journey to some of the best and most unique cruises in the world.
Today, we're sharing the top cruises that are worth every penny of your hard-earned money. We're going to cover what you will have a chance to see on each cruise, what is the best time of year to go, and the cost for each cruise. We're going to drop links into each one so that you can investigate further. So stick around and let's get started.
First up, let's tackle the ever-popular Alaskan Cruise. Now, this cruise is on everyone's bucket list for good reason, as it should be, where you get to sail through these majestic glaciers, spot humpback whales off in the distance or even often up close, and you get to explore historic gold rush towns. So there really is a little bit for every single person.
Now, highlights of an Alaskan cruise include so many things. The most famous is Glacier Bay National Park. It's this amazing day that you cruise within the national park surrounded by glaciers.
Yeah.
You're going to get to see whales breaching and grizzly bears in the wild, and we even saw bears feeding on salmon. Alaska truly is a nature lover's dream, but the towns are just as exciting.
True.
Some of the things you can do is go to our favorite town of Ketchikan, where you can walk along Freak Street, which is a famous boardwalk.
And don't miss out on Juneau, which is Alaska's capital. It's great for whale watching or to get up close and personal with the Mendenhall Glacier. We also loved walking the historic streets of Skagway, which is home to that Klondike Gold Rush. You can do some panning for gold or jump on the White Pass Railway, which takes you on this beautiful journey up the side to look down over the town.
The cost of an Alaskan cruise typically ranges from $1,000 to $2,500 per person for a week-long trip. Obviously, it can go higher. And excursions are not included unless you go on an uncruise like we did, which is one of the smaller ships. They will have excursions included with Zodiac tours, kayaking, and hiking. But otherwise, you are going to have to pay for your expeditions. However, all of the towns are great to see, and just watching the whale watching from the front of the boat is incredible.
Now, the best time to take an Alaskan cruise is from late April to early October. But in our opinion, I would say the best months are late May, June, and July, because you're going to get the best weather and enjoy that incredible midnight sun.
Next, we head on a South Pacific cruise. Cruise, we boarded a Holland America cruise from Australia to go island hopping through the incredible islands of the South Pacific. You know, think of dream destinations like Tahiti, Fiji, and Bora Bora. They're out of reach for most of us to actually travel to and stay on, so a cruise like this is an excellent way to get a taste of these islands while enjoying the crystal clear waters at a more affordable price.
Very true. You'll be able to admire the beautiful skyline of Sydney. On our cruise, we set sail to New Zealand, where we enjoyed some World Cup sailing. We checked out Hobbiton. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan like us, you're not going to want to miss that.
Cruises can take several different routes, and they vary in length, but ours took us from Australia through New Zealand up to Fiji, where we drank kava and enjoyed its white sand beaches, and we made our way across the Pacific Ocean, which was so cool to be
a lot of fun.
That deep water for a few days, where we ended in Hawaii, where we had like a helicopter tour over Pearl Harbor.
And really, it's not as expensive as you think it would be. Prices for a dream cruise like this can start around $2,000 per person. They can go up to $7,000 per person, but that's for a 3-week journey, so it's pretty good value for money. The best time to cruise the South Pacific is during the dry season, from May to October. However, the South Pacific does have a year-round tropical climate, and cruises sail in all seasons. If you do go from November to April, you will see hot and humid temperatures with more rain, so just be aware of that.
For those who love history and culture, the European River Cruise is a must. A river cruise is the perfect way to see so many European cities. On the cruises, you usually stay right downtown where you can just walk off the boat, or if you have to be a little out of town, they include the transfers, so you'll always see the best sight.
Yeah, you'll sail through the heart of Europe on rivers such as the Douro River when you're visiting Portugal, the Danube for the likes of Vienna and Budapest. We actually did that particular cruise during the Christmas markets with Viking Cruise Line, so that's something that's super popular. If you want to visit cities like Amsterdam or Lyon, then you can explore both the Rhone and the Rhine rivers, so there's a lot of choice there.
River cruises include guided tours of the historic castles and the cities and the villages, and they always seem to have a great wine tour, which I love seeing the videos. All meals are included, and if you travel with a cruise line such as Avalon, which we did recently, you'll enjoy luxury with beautiful suites that have floor-to-ceiling windows, and they transform into balconies. See, your entire room becomes this open-air balcony. It's incredible.
And again, this I find that river cruises, European river cruises in particular, do come at a pretty good price point. Prices range from $2,000 to $4,500 per person for a week-long cruise. And just remember, all that stuff that we mentioned above is included.
It is a good deal.
It is.
Now, European river cruises typically operate from April to October, but as Dave mentioned, there are Christmas market cruises that operate in November and December. Our suggestion is to cruise during the shoulder season. That would be April and May or September and October, because we all know that Europe can get very crowded in the summer, so this is a great way to still have some great weather, but avoid the crowd.
The Panama Canal cruise is the next one on our list, and I can tell you, you're going to love it. This engineering marvel connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans and offers a really unique cruising experience.
First of all, the canal is huge and it takes an entire day to get through. You go through lakes and locks and it's just spectacular. It starts in Panama City, and that's one of our favorite cities in all of Latin America. And you can even go out from Panama City to go watch the ships go through the canal to see what you're going to do once you board.
Yeah,
very cool.
It is cool. Our choice was to take a small ship cruise with Uncruise. This allowed us a more intimate experience where we visited an authentic Embera native village, which was an incredible experience. We got to snorkel in Coiba National Park. And of course, we got some time to bask in the sun on a private island in Costa Rica. It really was days full of whatever you wanted to do. Yeah, so lots was included, and really this is a trip that's a little bit on the lower end for cost. You can expect to pay anywhere between $1,500 to $3,000 per person for a 10-day trip.
And the most pleasant time to cruise the Panama Canal is from November to May, when the climate is less humid and there's less rainfall. And last but certainly not least, we are going to talk about the Antarctica Cruise.
This is one of the most incredible and surprising cruises that you'll ever take. And people always think that you're only going to see ice and snow in Antarctica because it's freezing. But when you sail during the main sailing season, you can have actually really good weather, and that's when the wildlife is thriving and curious, and you're going to see the most that you possibly want to see.
You get to go out and walk with penguins, and there are millions just scattered throughout the beach, running and scattering about, jumping into the water. And a lot of times they're really curious, and they'll actually walk right up to see you and check you out. Some of the wildlife you see is obviously all kinds of whale species that are not afraid of humans. They have no natural predators down there, so they come out and breach in front of your ship. It's really special. And I'll never forget us actually kayaking by Waddell and leopard seals, just basking in the sun.
You're not only going to get those great wildlife experiences, but you can even do the polar plunge down there. Now, you may think jumping into icy cold waters is not for you, but a few days in, as you start talking about it, you're going to get convinced, and it's just something you have to do.
Some other things you are going to see in Antarctica is, of course, a lot of icebergs. They are massive here, just floating around in the waters of the Antarctic Peninsula.
Yeah, You know, in our opinion, Antarctica is a journey that you will never, ever forget. A lot of people make this their seventh continent because obviously it costs a lot to get down there and it's a big commitment, but it is a cruise that you will never forget.
We saved this one for last because it is the most expensive cruise on our list. Prices start at around $7,000 and they go up to $15,000 or even more per person for a 10 to 14 day expedition.
The Antarctic cruising season is from October to March, with the most popular sailings happening between mid-December and mid-February. Now, we cruised Antarctica at the end of January and had spectacular sunny weather and, of course, incredible wildlife experiences.
So whether you're looking for that outdoor natural beauty adventure, unique wildlife encounters, or cultural experiences, these cruises offer something truly special and different for everyone. Make sure to check out the links below and right here to all of the cruises that we mentioned in this video.
We go into more depth at each destination so you know what you can expect if you choose one of these cruises for your next adventure. Have you been on any of these cruises? We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell for more travel inspiration from us, The Planet D.